Good evening, Willow57. This is Sandra. Just wanted to hop on here and talk to you about a few things that I have lined up for this year, show you a few things, and do a quick flip through of my 2022 scrapbook, which I have finally completed. In the meantime, before I get doing all of that, I do want to thank everybody who supported Willow57 in 2022. If you've bought anything from me through my Etsy or Facebook or wherever, those proceeds do go toward helping me go on mission trips, and I went on 3 last year. I went to one to Shiprock, New Mexico. I went to one in August to Subicu, Arizona, and then again to Subicu, Arizona at Christmas. Just got back. If you follow me at all, you've seen pictures and updates and stuff from those trips, but it is all because you guys support my page and support me through Etsy and whatnot, through buying the journals and my ephemera and whatnot. So I just wanted to give a shout out to you. Thank you for that. Thank you. And if you didn't buy anything, but you prayed for me and you follow me and you encourage me, I also want to thank you for that. Anyway, I just want to brag for a minute. I got an amazing sticker book for Christmas. If you haven't seen one of these yet, you need to go check them out because it's amazing. I'm going to love using this. I got me some soft pastels. I'm going to be doing some more multimedia art in my journals this year, so I was looking forward to having this. And then I also got me a set of new markers, dual end creative marker pen and gear. I've used them a little bit, and I'm really enjoying those already. But anyway, just want to brag on my family. They did good again this year, taking care of me. But I did want to go ahead and do a flip through of last year's scrapbook journal. And in the coming days, I'm going to be making another one. And that's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, was the things that I have planned for this year. I have a tendency when I make plans for the new year to jump all in and make these huge, elaborate plans that are hard to follow through on. I follow through on some of them, but not all of them, and I'm okay with that. However, this year with Willow57, I really took some time and prayed into it, and hopefully thought it through with some wisdom as to what my plans and goals were for this year. And one of the things that I really would like to do this year is do more videos. I don't know how people who are on YouTube do a video a day. I don't understand how you do that. You're amazing. My hat's off to you. I don't have time to do a video every day. So what I thought would be wise is to at least have a goal to do at least one video a week. What I'm going to be calling it is Wednesday with Willow. Okay. So on Wednesdays, I'm going to be uploading a new video. It's my plan. We'll see how that goes, and a new video of whatever I'm working on, whether I'm making ephemera or working on a journal or I'm scrapbooking. Other times I think I'm going to be doing, on some Wednesdays, maybe just an encouragement as far as your walk in life. And I'm a Christian, and so I'll be obviously talking from that perspective. My encouragement to you, if you're a fellow believer or just as another human being going through life, right? Anyway, that's my plans for this year for Willow57. I will be more than likely continuing in the grunge theme. I'm really finding my niche in that and learning and growing in that area, and I'm really enjoying it. So I do believe that most of my journals this year will be kind of more of the deep grunge kind of thing. So maybe not all of them. I'm not going to blanket myself to that, but I'm just saying that maybe. Anyway, let's get into this fat baby. You may have seen her already, as I've done many videos in her this past year, but I finished her today. I did not video the finished process just because I was trying to get done in a hurry and get the flip through done. Just a few things I needed to add today, like Christmas and the end of the year, that kind of thing. So anyway, this was my 2022 scrapbook. This is just kind of like some of you may call this like a glue book of, there's so many names going out there. I call it a scrapbook. You call it whatever you want, okay? It's kind of a junk journal theme kind of idea, not the traditional scrapbook as what we would call as, making it so beautiful and everything. Not that it's ugly, but it's not like a traditional scrapbook, as most of us would know a scrapbook. This is my version of a scrapbook, okay? So anyway, this was the cover. And we start off, I did not do any of this book in order. This is kind of just, in there. I did start off with the best of 2022, which was the birth of our grandson, Riker Scott. He was born in March, so I dedicated to him the first page because he was the most exciting thing that happened this past year. Here's his birth announcements. Again, I'm not going to go through every little thing in here because I did a lot of the video already, so I'm just kind of going to flip through quickly, okay? Random date of my husband and I. My daughter and granddaughter came in for 3 weeks this summer, and so I have a lot of pages in here dedicated to that. This is a date night for me, and my husband went with his sister and brother-in-law. My husband does play the lottery, so we always do the when we win conversations. Our granddaughter turned 2. This is some dear friends of ours, family, really, honorary grandchildren, actually, and kids of ours and their birthdays that we had celebrated. They recently moved away, and so we don't see them as often as we like, but we still love them, and they're still family. So this was celebrating their parties and softball when their little girl was in softball. I went on 3 mission trips this year that I just talked to you about. And I do have a scrapbook that's dedicated just to mission trips, and I don't do flip-throughs of that. It's just more personal. We got Pizza Hut one night. When our granddaughter was here, we got to paint her nails for the first time. That was exciting. This was my grandson in December came and spent the day with me, and so this was Gigi and Riker time. This is a story about some donkeys that live on my daughter-in-law's property. for Chris, this was our granddaughter's Christmas. She got a new Minnie Mouse stove and the whole set, and just so sweet. Fall decor stuff, thrifting stuff, excuse me. Outside our house, I have a bird feeder. Sorry, I'm going to steal a drink. And blue indigo buntings in the spring, they were everywhere outside, so I posted that. My husband and I went thrifting. This was some pictures from when my daughter and granddaughter were here. Just different things throughout the year that I just kind of family time that I put together there. Just a picture I liked. This was from in September. We did our pumpkin carving. We did it a little early because, again, my daughter and granddaughter were here and we wanted to do it with them. I made this tag and it just kind of fits into this pocket like so. Trips my daughter and I went on, different trips that she and I, just local adventures kind of thing. This is from my husband's birthday. He recently celebrated his 57th birthday. Different things from that. This is kayaking trip that I went on this year when we voted. This was from my husband and I's anniversary this past year, 29 years, my 2 grandbabies together. This was a trip that my daughter took to New Orleans, and she brought me back this cool postcard and just different things that happened on that trip. This right here was really funny. This was in our local paper, and it was an obituary that a woman wrote for herself. Best obituary I've ever read. It was just great, and I just decided to keep it. This was from when our grandson turned 6 months. This was just a poem that I liked. This right here was, I had a dear friend of ours come and stay with us for a few days before we went on a mission trip together, and just some notes about that. Another dear friend of ours got married this past year, and this was from her wedding shower that we went to help her celebrate that. There was a chipmunk that would come to my bird feeder every day that I just enjoyed watching him. So this was back in March, our grandson's baby shower that I helped to co-host and help do all the decorations and different stuff for that. So that's what that was about. This was our Christmas. This is one that I just did today. This is the booklet that came with my pastels, and I just kind of turned it into a photo album of our pictures from Christmas. Just kind of put them in there like that. A new tea that we found that we liked. My daughter got a new dog this year. This was from Christmas Eve at my father's mom and dad's house with all the family. Some journaling about Christmas. This was from our daughter-in-law, her birthday from back in June. Just some pages were empty, so I just put stickers. A Christmas card that I received this year that I just thought was really pretty. This right here was I'm originally from Michigan, and so we hosted a couple of game nights at the house, Michigan, when they played Ohio, and Michigan won 45-23, Ohio. Anyway, just had family over and we played games while we watched the game. This was from a local coffee shop that we go to, does live music and stuff sometimes on the weekends out on the street and whatnot. So we go to those and support those as much as we can. And that's what that was from. Fire, I always like having fires outside. This was from our daughter's boyfriend, his birthday. We celebrated him. He collects frogs, and so we did kind of a green theme. This is the Christmas paper that I used this year. This is from my daughter and her boyfriend when they first got together. They just got together this past year, and so it was exciting. This was a local event that we go to called Lum and Abner. It's a arts craft fair kind of thing, and lots of different stuff. And then 4th of July events that we went to. This was just a really cute little poem that just reminded me of our granddaughter, and so I put that on there. All right, just a card that I received from a friend. This right here was funny. I know I did a video of this, but it's still funny. Our daughter's boyfriend started realizing what I do with junk journaling and how I make ephemera out of stuff, even stuff that other people throw away. And he found this frog that had been ran over and smashed, and he thought that would be cool for me to make a specimen card with. And so I did. I made a specimen card out of it. And then later, close to that time, he bought me a used typewriter because he knew that I'd wanted one and saw that. This is a cool picture. I like the poem on the back, so I kind of made it to where you could just flip it open. I have redone some overalls and paint splattered them and stuff, just made them more personal. That's what that is. This is our son's 26th birthday party that we always celebrate him in red, white, and blue because he's our American boy. This picture, just liked it. This right here was a trip to Mountain Home, Arkansas to be with some friends. I found this card on the way at one of these little shops that we stop at. This was actually a local artist that did these cards, and so that was just a trip that we'd taken, my husband and I. This was just to remind me of the birds that we feed again. Tuesday nights in our family, we do family night dinner where all the kids come together, and I just cook for them, and my husband and I cook for them and whatnot. This right here is from my birthday last year, and all the stuff that I got and stuff that we did. This was also stuff for my birthday. Just a pretty picture of our granddaughter. This was, and again, when my daughter and granddaughter were here visiting, and it's just different pictures of us because family time is the best time kind of thing that I made. Just a random pizza night. This right here was just some details about Willow57 and how my Etsy did this past year. This was, again, when my daughter and granddaughter were here for a visit in the different places that we went. We just, you know, try to, in 3 weeks, try to visit every park and lake and river that we could while they were here. This was from the local fair that my husband and I went to and walked around. Oh, made that. This was some artwork that our granddaughter did. So I just kind of made this little flip-up book with pictures of us doing the artwork, and then also of her artwork. She loves to do artwork, and so this was a good idea to document some of her stuff while she's still little, like that. This right here was a bracelet that her and I had made together. This was, our son had gotten a new boat, and so he took us out for rides in it, and so these were just pictures from that day, the lake. This was Halloween this year. This was fall, another fire, a family night by the fire, some more fall. Many days of 2022 were spent working at my desk with Willow57, so that kind of represented that. Old Antiques was treasure hunts that I go on in local places. This year for Christmas, I put my Christmas up a little bit earlier than I do, just a couple of days earlier than I normally do, and so it was only right that my grandkids got their biggest presents early too. So that's what that was. This was a treasure hunt that me and my honorary grandchildren had went on in our woods back in February of last year. The pictures that we took, we did a treasure hunt, and then we also made rainbow for St. Patrick's Day while they were here that day. Just had fun with them. This is some more walks in the woods, some leaves that I collected, and then I put some poems on the leaves. Again, I think these are all in the videos. Now, the picture that I liked, our dog Apache turned 3 this year. Our dog Cedar turned 6. This was a ticket, no, a warning, no, a ticket that my husband got. It's kind of a funny joke, not really funny, haha, but anyway. Some of my greatest memories of 2022. This is when our grandson turned 7 months, and some notes about that. This was Mother's Day. This was our daughter-in-law's first Mother's Day, so I really highlighted her. Just a little monkey that I liked. This was, my husband and I had went on a date to Sonic and got ice cream, and then we went to the lake and picked some wildflowers for my table. Went to a baby reveal, and I was team boy, but it ended up being a girl, which is fine. Just some pictures of my boys. This was our oldest daughter's birthday, and celebrating her. Again, this is one of the mission trips that I went on. I just kind of wrote in here. And when I got back, seeing the babies, because I missed them while I was gone. This was when Riker, our grandson, turned 9 months old. This was a new book, sketchbook that I had gotten. And then, as I was getting ready for Christmas this year, I found some old cards. And these are people who have since passed away. And so they were just a little bit more special to me now that, you know, these people are no longer here. So I decided to put them in this journal. And so then it's the end. That's it. That was my scrapbooking of 2022. I just love looking back on these memories and you know, cherishing the little things that I put in here that, you know, otherwise I probably would have thrown away, but because I kept them, they're just special memories. Put in a book. So anyway, the next video that I do will probably be of me making my 2023 book of some sort. I don't know exactly yet what I'm going to do, but maybe that's what it'll be. But I do need to do that. I need to make my next book because this one is full and done. And so it was a great book, and I thoroughly enjoyed filling it up, and I look forward to the next one. But in the meantime, I just wanted to say thank you again for such a successful year of 2022. I love and appreciate every one of you very much, and God bless you for watching. And I hope that I am faithful this year with Willow, or Wednesday with Willow. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I hope it works, but we'll see. Anyway, God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.